Right. It appears we have a stream going out. Right. So we're just going to see how well I can stream Street Fighter 5. Oh, bear with me, I need to show you the graphics. So, let's see how well this works. We've got currently loading at 59 frames a second, so that's always good. This is where the stream takes it. I was playing at 60 earlier, no problems. Although, the stream is adding a jerking effect. Ooh. Ooh, this is a new jerky effect. Maybe it doesn't like being streamed. Either way, let me just exit out of this a minute. Let me just try a different setting on the stream. Try that. Either way, here we go. So we're looking at 1080p maximum settings. So here we go, 1080p maximum. Let me try something. Let me turn it to windowed and then turn it back to full screen, see if that fixes it. I'm just going to go for a survival now. Now, I wasn't doing that when I wasn't streaming earlier, so the stream might be affecting the game, so we'll have a look. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll just knock it down. But actually,
if you stand in my way, I will kill you.
Looks alright. But the stream is knocking a couple of frames off it. Yeah, it was at 60 before. So the stream is knocking about 6 frames a second off it. I wonder what's causing that. It's got to be the stream. Let me try something else then. I'll just change the way OBS plugs in and see if that sorts it. This game's frame rate's really weird. It's all over the place.
Alright, let's begin.
Nah, that's not working now. Hey, I made it worse. So, right, let's have a look then. Let's get the play. Let's see if we can get it working. Alright. Let's try it in windowed. Windowed seems to be working a bit better. Oddly enough.
Better not disappoint me.
Let's see. It was definitely, the game's playable at 1080p maximum. I did it earlier at full 60. Now Window's not liking it. Whee! Slow-mo! Cool. I'm annoyed that I have to go all the way back out to the menu there to change the graphics options if I'm being brutally honest. Okay. In all fairness, there's very little difference between a max and high. So there you go, 1080 high. So it looks like streaming 1080 high is going to be the case. Just to keep that magic 60 frames a second mark. Especially if I want to play online with the other kids. There you go, look, 60.
Come on, let's turn up the heat.
To be honest with you, I don't look any different.
Stand in my
I might as well just leave it on high. There you go, look. 60 frames. So we're on 1080 high. There you go. I'll have to change the title, but... Glammed him in a log. Although, to be honest with you, these graphics don't look overly great anyway, even at maximum or high. They're not the best graphics in the world.
I'll kick your ass! Alright, let's begin!
ready. Fight.
Here, finish that!
So there you go, we've had to bump it down to high for streaming. There you go. At high, I'm getting 0 frame dips at all. So it's probably for stability better to just play it at high. So I can live with that. Maximum will be, yeah, if I'm not streaming, maximum will work a lot better, but yeah, I'm going to stay with high, I think. Because to be honest with you, it looks no different than me. I think it's one of those where you get past a certain level, you get like minimal gains. This looks actually rather decent. I wonder if I can update the titles while the stream's still on. Right, let's see if I can update it. Hee, good job I've got a second computer next to me. Haha. If I can spell properly on it, because it's got a touch screen. I hate typing on touchscreen. There you go, that'll do. Update your streams, titles. Bang, job's done, there you go. Now I'm not misleading anyone. We're looking at 1080p high settings. Dashboard's connected, stream is all online. Bob's your uncle. Sorted! So there we are, we're locked 60 pretty much. Oh god. I went down to 57 then, oh no. That's game breaking that. Whee! Bang, 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 bang. Look at that. Ooh, dropped 2 frames a second there. We're down to 58 at that point. But to be honest with you, this is running absolutely lovely. 1080p high. So we know that this laptop will stream this game all day, 1080p high. With no issues at all. Maximum while streaming is probably pushing it. But I think it's CPU more than anything, because the GPU at the moment, and 1080p high, is using about 50% GPU with 1 gig of VRAM. So I've got plenty of room to spare on the GPU. Alright, Sidewinder. Sorted. Ooh. You guys aren't seeing the frame rate. Let me just do something. Switch OBS. And then you guys should see a frame rate come up. Yeah, there we go. I bet it'll mess the stream up now. I've changed OBS. I've changed it from full screen capture to just screen capture, or desktop capture I should say. Yeah, I have, I've slowed it down.
Oh, that's how you start the fight and finish it quickly.
Yeah, whatever, woman. I broke it! I was running 1080p at 60 frames a second a minute ago. I know what, I'll better fix it. Easy fix. Easy fix. It's because I changed OBS, because I noticed the frame rate wasn't coming out a minute ago. So there you go, look. That's better. Obviously the way OBS is linking into the game is causing some weird issues. Let's have a look. But I was running at 1080-60 a second ago, so... yeah, it's not doing it. It's 10 frames a second if I use desktop capture. But if I switch to screen capture, so you can't see the frame counter, it jumps straight back up to 60.
Stand in my way.
How weird is this? Yeah, 60 frames a second if I switch over. So if I stream using desktop capture like I normally would, I lose 10 frames a second. However, if I stream using full screen game capture, I get the extra 10 frames a second back. I'm at 60. So that's something to be aware of. Hahaha, Sidewinder, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Good.
I'll kick your ass! All right, let's begin!
Fight.
Yeah, a perfect 60 frames a second if I use full screen game capture. If I use just desktop capture so you guys could see the frame counter, it doesn't work. It loses 10 frames a second.
Come on. Let's turn up the heat.
But yeah, 60 frames a second, 1080p high streaming. I can run it at max when I'm not streaming though, so quite happy with that. I miss the old barrels you used to get from Street Fighter 2, where you used to kick them through them. The barrels used to smash.
Ready. Fight.
Oh, Sidewinder, did that beta key I give you yesterday do anything?
Good.
Yeah, that's what I think it's doing. I think linking directly into the game, it's working a lot better. But it's just a shame that I can't show you the frame rate counter.
This is the path of my destiny. Ready. Fight.
I'll probably get all dislikes on this video now. It was like, where's the frame rate? Alright, no problem. It's probably because the beta's finished now.
Good.
You ought to get this though while it's dirt cheap.
That's how you start the fight and finish it quickly.
Ready.
Oh, hello.
Fight.
This is working lovely though, this.
Good.
Hopefully my audio is fairly clear because I've got the cooker on in the background. the active fry, which is bloody noisy. So I'm hoping you're not getting an earful of grrrr. Yeah, I don't like this Street Fighter as much as I like the others, because it just feels like a half-assed, incomplete game, you know. All the other characters, apart from like about 10, you have to pay for. It's like, oh, okay, what's that all about? I want the full roster, not bloody pay for the characters all separate. It's ridiculous. Buy a fighting game and get like 5 characters and pay for the others. Awesome. This headset microphone is brilliant then, because that active fry is really noisy. But I think I've also turned up the game volume to compensate for it though as well. Normally I have my laptop speakers on 40, but I've bumped it up to 60 to drown out the active fry noise. So where I've bumped the volume of the laptop up, that also reflects in OBS, so you've got louder game audio. Because the game audio in OBS is tied to how loud I have the speakers. Oh, I'm going to get done in by this weirdo. I should have got a health recovery option. Oh well. Haha! Boom! Managed to do it on the tiniest part of life. Quality. Oh, tiny little health boost, that's no good.
I'll show you the...
Ready. Fight.
But to be honest with you, just playing it like this, I am seeing zero difference between maximum and high. So I might just leave it on high, because no point in wasting resources if I don't need to.
It's a very difficult fight.
Oh, that's no good. Scazius is trying to get PSP games running on his little Android TV box. Hold on a second. Clip on mic, eh? So hopefully we'll get some decent audio coming from your end then. What the hell's this weirdo?
Final stage. Fight.
Where's M. Bison? Did I just go through on easy mode then? I must have done. Oh! Oh no! I doubled it!
Game over.
Oh, I did it on easy mode. I didn't mean to do it on easy mode. Ooh, octa-core processor. Yeah, my Android TV, I've got a Sony TV with Android built in it. That runs everything up to PS1 pretty well, to be honest with you. Double KO. I didn't realise I did that easy. That would explain why the character... Oh, there's Mike Bison.
Beginning mission.
Yeah, let's see what she's like.
For those who I wish to protect, I will fight you.
Yeah, okay.
Ready. Fight.
I never used Kami before. Alright, Charlie. This is running absolutely lovely though while streaming it. And again, don't think there's ever any doubt that this laptop was going to be able to stream this game. My TV's got a quad core with 1.5 gig of RAM, but it's not a very good quad core processor. It does lag out now and again, but yeah, it's not ideal for gaming, the TV. But then again, it's a TV. Oh, that's always good then, Charlie.
Ready. Fight.
Aha. Ooh, hello. Oh, God, what's going on here? I just was Ryu. Just was. I'm experimenting with the different characters. But this is 1080p high. It does run it at 1080p maximum, but if I stream, it hovers just under the 60 frames and starts giving me slowdowns. But 1080p high looks no different to maximum, so I figured I'd just stay with 1080p high. Ooh.
Mission complete.
Oh damn it, I didn't buy any power-up supplements. Oh well.
Ready. Fight.
Hey! That works.
Ready. Fight.
They give Dowsum a beard like Skaz.
Mission complete.
Ooh. Now I've not used a joystick in a very long time, but oh, I would like to try a joystick because my thumb, using the D-pad for a while on this control pad, my thumb does start to feel like it's about to blister, like it used to do back in the day with rival schools. I would like to try a fight stick, but I don't know if it's one of those things that would get shoved in a corner and not,
I'll show you.
yeah, and not get used that much.
Fight.
The 8-bit though one looks like it'd be quite good though, if you can get the one with the Sanwa.
Mission complete.
This is working alright, this. 1080p high, locked 60 frames a second. Doesn't the 8-bit though ones work with a Switch? Because you may as well get one which works with everything rather than spend 100 quid on a joystick only for the Switch. I would look into the 8-bit though, because if they've released a firmware update to make it work with the Switch and everything else, get one with for that, because then you can use it on the Switch, PC and everything. Especially with you, because you've got like loads of platforms to play on. Whereas me, I'd need to get one for the PC, but... Oh, that's no good.
For those who I wish to protect, I will fight you.
How much are you paying for the TI version? Because the TI version will be flipping awesome, but sometimes they charge a bit too much for the TI. The TI is a really nice laptop though. The TI... Oh, that's alright then. But Yukami, I think that's how I pronounce it. Yeah, the TI is going to be a lovely laptop. Just don't pay through the nose for it. I mean, the 1050 version of the laptop I've got cost me 800, but the TI version was 200 quid more expensive. And I don't know if the TI would give you 200 quid's worth more performance. So, yeah. Oh, bloody hell, Sidewinder.
Remember, ready. Fight.
You're worse than I am.
Mission complete.
Oh, 1,099 is probably a bit too much. How much RAM has it got for £1,099? Because the Omen with the TI before it had an i7-77 with 8GB of RAM and a TI 4GB for $999. If you're paying $1,099, you're paying probably a bit too much for a 1050 Ti. 1100 quid. You should be looking at nearly a 1060, I would, at that point. Now, bear with me. I'm going to just check something, and then if it's ready, then I will be. I will end the stream because my tea's cooking just behind me. So bear with me 1 second, guys. Right, my dinner is cooked, so I'm going to be ending this stream now. It was only a quick test stream anyway. But Yukami, 1050 Ti, unless you've got a lot of other specs with it, i.e. massive SSD, huge amounts of RAM, you're going to really be paying, that's quite a lot for that. If it's had 16 gigs of RAM, then maybe you could go, okay, that's not too bad. But if it's only a, I don't know, with only 8GB of RAM or whatever, then yeah. But no, definitely, I would go for, yeah, definitely do not pay anything more than 1,000 for the TI. It's not good enough there, to be honest with you. If it comes to 16 gig, then yeah, definitely I would consider it. It's a bit on the high side, but definitely consider it with the extra RAM. If it's got 16, then 11's not so bad, because RAM is quite expensive, to be honest with you. So that's where the extra 100 quid over the 999 Omen would be. Anyway, guys, I've got to go. I'm going to have me dinner, and then I might liaise with Scazius and Sidewinder and maybe do another stream with them guys tonight. Cheers for watching.